things that also spoils entire ministries is family relationships, which are too important. Now today, you have the churches presenting the gospel as, happy families, happy marriages. So you see, mostly they are preaching about happy marriage, happy life, how to live together, and they are divorcing more than ever. Interesting. Yes. So, honoring your family more than you honor God will always lead to an end. And the curse that Eli had, there is no curse in the whole Bible. Somebody pointed out to me that it's the wildest curse in the whole Bible. I should go and read it. Yes, I had never thought of it, so I went to read it. I said, God finished him off completely. He said that when the ears, anybody hears it, their ears will start tingling. Their ears will be doing. Why? Because you honored your family. Your family was more important than what is right, than what I have said in my word. Your wife, your children, your relationships of family orientation are more important to you than doing the right thing. Having a happy marriage, having a happy, so-called happy family is more important to you than doing what is right. And because of that, you are finished. What brought the end? What brought the end to Eli? The church must send or it will end. I'm telling you what brings an end to the church. But what brings an end to all these things, you will see. End must always be studied. Why? Because end that has happened to somebody can happen to you. Yes. That is why when a plane crashes, they search for what they call the black box. They can search for it forever because they want to know why. Why? I remember Air France, flight AF444, I think it was, from Paris to Rio de Janeiro. And it was coming back. And a modern plane full of about 300 people, suddenly in the middle of the ocean, at the deepest part of the ocean, it was flying at the top there where everybody was sleeping. And then suddenly, shoo, down into the water. Full of people, full of pilots, everybody. Air hostess, everybody disappeared into the water. And it was in the deepest part of the middle of the water. And you must know that the water, there is a part of the water where there's no land. No matter where you go, you can go this way, this way, this way, this way. You will never see land. For 100 miles, you will not see any land. And it's deeper than the highest mountain. It's deeper than the highest mountain. And the water is black. And if you go even just 10 feet down, your ears will burst. 10 feet, 13 feet down, your ears will start paining you. And the plane has gone down 5 miles. 5 miles deep. But they sent a nuclear submarine, nuclear robots, to go into the black water, deep down, to find a small black box where there's no light at all. To find this thing, because they want to know why. Because why? Tomorrow the same type of plane is coming to pass at the same place. So when you see something happening to Eli, are you also not a prophet? Are you not also a man of God? Are you don't see what happened to him? So are you not passing at the same place that Eli passed yesterday? Hey! Should you not be afraid of what happened to Eli? That what happened to Eli can happen to you? Because it's the same road that you are passing on. You are also called prophet. You are also a preacher. You are also representing God. And suddenly, how did his whole life end? So you must look at Eli very carefully. End must be studied. And you must never create a family that is more important than what God says. And throughout my ministry, I can say that God's word is more important to me than my family. And when I see my family members who are part of the church and part of the ministry, I just give thanks to God. Because I have not made them more important than the church, than the work of God. I thank God for all that are involved. But they are not something that's the reason why. That maybe my father is a Ghana man, so most of my ministries are Jamestown or Teshi, Osu, Nungwa, Labadi. Or my mother is from Switzerland, so I'm in Europe, I'm Germany, Switzerland, this, because that's where my mother is from. No. Or these are my relatives, so because of that, all my pastors are Gans, or all my pastors are Mills, or all my... No, there's nothing like that. So you see all types of people. Because God is something greater than family. There's something greater than family, and that thing is called God. Family is great. Family is great. But if you don't go beyond it, your ministry will be very small. Yes. You know, there are some churches, if the pastor comes from somewhere, everybody in the church is from that area. That will always make your ministry very small. Even though it's nice for the people to come, there are more people than your family. So the church must send or it will end. But Eli's ministry came to an end because he was super conscious of his family, his tribe, his sons, his wife, his children, his relatives. This was what was more greatly of concern to him. When I come to the north, people from the north, I say, oh wow, thank God for it. When I go to Volta Ridge, they say, hey, we thank God that our area, this. Everybody is concerned about his area. But you must be more concerned about God more than your area or any area that there is. I don't have any relatives in Sabuba. I don't have relatives in the north. Oh no. My relatives are in Switzerland. Maybe you don't know. My relatives are in Switzerland. Or if the nearest relatives will be at Jamestown, Accra, British Accra. Oh yes.